What up? It's K.Honesty, and I'm about to review Power Book 4 Force Season 2, Episode 6. So if you haven't seen the 6th episode of Season 2 of Power Book 4 Force, turn this video off right now. Go watch the episode. Come back and watch this video. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel. It's a simple and free way to support my channel. It literally takes less than 4 seconds. So if you spend 4 seconds watching this video, you could definitely spend 4 seconds hitting the like button and hit the subscribe button, because I don't only review this show. I just finished reviewing Zeus Network's Baddies East. So, I am also not a public speaker. I will tend to fumble my words. You see, you're going to hear so 1,000 times. It is what it is. Yeah. Am I forgetting to say anything? Anything I say is my opinion. It does not reflect anyone or anything associated with the show. These are my thoughts and expressions, how I feel. Ain't nobody paying me to be biased, towards or against. Nobody making me say what I want to say. What I don't want to say. All that good stuff. Whatever. And, yeah. I just got a little water bottle right here because I keep forgetting to fill up my big water bottle. So it's nice and cold and thawed out. And lastly, I like to grade the episodes before and after my reviews. I'm going to grade this episode. What am I going to grade this episode? The Serbs did their thing. Nah, they didn't do their thing though. Nah. B-. I'm going to get this down to B-. I'm going to stand on that grade. I don't know. I might change it. I can't really remember what happened. We'll see. But yeah, last chance. If you haven't seen episode 6 of season 2 of Power Book 4 Force, then turn this, or as black people might say, it's Tommy's Power. Turn this video off right now and go watch the episode, because I'm about to spoil this entire episode, okay? Cool beans. So, this episode starts off with Claudia at the morgue. What's the word? It's not viewing, but identifying Walter's body. And she all crying. She's sobbing. My dad. Because you know they call him my dad. I just shook the whole damn thing. My dad. So she's sobbing over Walter's body. And she was like, "Can you leave me alone a minute with my father?" These motherfuckers assholes. Oh, let me get this Joe lit before I... God damn it. So she was like, "Can I get a moment alone with the body?" So they leave out, and she's like, she all whispering in his face, "All I wanted was your acceptance." It reminded me of how I was just watching The Shy. I reviewed The Shy as well. Go check that out. But I was watching The Shy, and the mother was over her son's body. He wasn't dead. I think he was unconscious in a coma or something. They were waiting for him to wake up. He was like, "How dare you tell this bitch about our business?" He was dead. I was like, but you know how people be saying they can hear you. So she's like, "Yeah, all I wanted was your acceptance." Now look at you. So then we get Vic. He's signing the immunity informant agreement, whatever. Stacy was like, "Now you belong to us." She's like, "Every move you make, we want to know about it." She was like, you are to do whatever I tell you to do. She was like, "If you lie or you don't comply with what I tell you to do, then the agreement goes away." And she gonna have no problem locking his ass up for the murder charge. The white girl said he murdered the dude. So Vic was like, "Okay." He was like, "Okay, I know some guys that work for my sister." He trying to like talk about he could go follow his sister and shit. Stacy like, "Hell nah." I'm like, "Nigga, you don't get it. Like, she don't care about no goddamn Claudia." So she said Stacy was like, "Claudia's low-hanging fruit." like she was like, Stacey was like, I want to know everything about Tommy and Miguel and how they connect and what's their connection. And she was like, and I want you to get Tommy's phone number. And when she told, I forgot, DeFranco and another oh yeah, DeFranco and the team are in there as well. So when Stacey tells Vic, I want you to get Tommy's phone number, that throws the team and DeFranco off. They looking like, huh? Like, what you need his number? What you trying to get his number for? And I was like, maybe she's just trying to get, to record conversations, I guess. Or track them, So Vic was like, how am I supposed to do that without seeming suspicious? Stacey was like, oh, you better figure it out. I'm like, this nigga Tommy uses burner phones anyway. He ain't probably got no regular number. He probably got a number for bitches, a number for business. and he probably swapped them joints out every now and again, because he ain't dumb. So then the girl, what's her name? Maria. I kept calling her Maria. I thought her name was Maria the whole time. It's Maria. Miguel's sister. So the one that Tommy is trying to get with. No, they did it last episode, didn't they? I can't remember. Or is it this episode? I think it's this episode. Either way, so she's texting Tommy saying, you want to help me come pick out a car. And before Tommy could even text her back, Diamond come in there. He's like, giving them the news about Walter being dead. So Tommy's like, oh man. So him and Diamond all excited. Tommy like, yes, we about to take over Walter's territory. So Diamond was like, it's going to be a lot of other people gunning for Walter's territory. And Tommy was like, well, if Vic's still alive, he going to come straight to me. And I'm just like, this is not what you want, Tommy. I'm just like surprised that Vic turned informant. Then you turned informant on a nigga that ain't do nothing to you. Cause Stacey don't even care about going after Claudia. So if I was him, I don't even know. Like, going after Tommy, that's dumb. Tommy ain't did nothing but try to help your nut ass. He tried to help you and Gloria escape last season. And he just, I don't know. I feel like why Vic? I don't know. So Jannar, he goes to see his girl Shanti at the gym, and she's like, where you been at? Let me smell your dick. And I'm just like, oh wow. But then in that same notion, Jannar was trying to get some ass, and she was like, I ain't got time right now. I gotta go train somebody. She was like, I'll see you tonight though. So she leaves out of her office, and Jannar takes her necklace, some gold necklace. So I'm like, damn, this nigga really tweaking like that. He taking his girlfriend necklace. That's crazy. So Maria and Tommy, they out looking at cars. Tommy basically tells Maria, like, you'll know the car that you want once you see it. So Tommy, he steps away to talk to the car dealer, and Maria gets a text from her ex, who I finally found out. I don't know if they said his name or not. Maybe I missed it, but I found out this episode his name is Dr. Kendall. Now I'm going to peeling my lighter. I always peel the stickers off my lighters. I don't know why I just be doing that. It's a habit. And I'm doing it on screen. It is what it is. But, so she gets a text from her ex, Dr. Kendall, who also works at the hospital. So, last episode, she broke up with him. So he texted her saying that he was attacked. So Maria, she tells Tommy, oh, Tommy, I gotta go. I'm sorry. Leaves him at the car dealership. So Diamond and Jannar, kind of, sort of made up. But they made up last episode. And Diamond trying to get Jannar back in CBI. So he's trying to make sure Jannar good first. Diamond goes to Merkovich. I keep saying his name wrong. Merkovic. I don't know. The leader of the Serbs dude. So he goes to him trying to pay off Jannar's debt. And Merkovich like, that ain't even going to cover half the interest. He was like, I want the Crimson Projects back or Jannar dies. So he ain't playing. He don't care no more. Because they have been low-key playing with him. Because Jannar was trying to team up with him and promised him them projects when he was beefing with Diamond. Now he cool with Diamond, but Merkovich had to find out through Claudia. And when he found out through Claudia, they wasn't even, Jannar and Diamond wasn't even cool yet. But it was crazy because like now they are. So it's crazy. Like Merkovich like, fuck that. Nah, y'all playing with me. So Maria, she goes to see Dr. Kendall. And she like, did they take anything when they assaulted you? And he was like, no. He was like, it wasn't no robbery. He was like, they was Mexican. And one of them had a really expensive watch on. He was like, and he knew I was a surgeon. So Maria was like, did you recognize anyone? And he was like, nah. She was trying to make sure he ain't know that was her family. Miguel did go too far. I mean, he did put his hands on her when he grabbed her going out the back of the hospital. But Miguel, like, I thought he was just going to break one hand. I thought he was going to break his non-surgical hand and be like, next time you touch my sister or something, I'm going to go for the other hand. Or I don't know, but... So then we get this meet up with Vic and Tommy. So Tommy's like, should I give you condolences or congrats about Walter? That's fucked up. His kids did not fuck with him. So Vic tells Tommy, I killed my father. Who knows if Tommy believes him or not. So Tommy's like, what's the status of Walter's territory now? And Vic was like, well, it's mine now. He was like, that's why I'm coming to you, man. I'm wondering if that offer to join CBI still on the table. So Tommy turned into Fat Joe talking about something. Yesterday's price is today's price. He was like, a lot has happened since then. So Vic was like, yeah, for both of us. I'm like, nigga, what happened for you? You killed your own father. What you mean a lot has happened? Even though you lost your Uncle Paulie. Rest in peace, Paulie. He was a soldier. He was a good soldier. You'll know what I'm saying. Soldier, if you watch the show Your Honor on HBO. Or was it Showtime? I don't know. Bryan Cranston, check it out. Either way. So Tommy was like, we could just take the territory. So Vic was like, why would you want to start a war when I could just walk you through the front door? He's like, I can give CBI the keys. So Tommy was like, well, what's in it for you? And Vic was like, I've been wanting to push something more profitable, blah, blah, blah. He's like, we can split it 50-50. So Tommy was like, I don't know. Every time I work with a Flynn, I end up getting shot at. So that's when Vic started to get, oh man, I almost failed. Vic started to get all emotional. I mean, not emotional, but sentimental, talking about some, I know we're not sentimental, but he tried to get deep. I know we've had our differences. I should have listened to you and left with Gloria when I had the chance. She probably would have still been alive. He's like, I gotta live with that for the rest of my life. He was like, I blamed you, Tommy. He was like, but I was wrong. I was wrong about everything. He's like, but you can't. He was like, you can't take Chicago. You can't take Chicago without the North. He was like, so let me help you. Vic telling Tommy all of this. So Tommy's like, well, you know, I gotta run it by Diamond first. Tommy was like, but it's gonna be 70-30. Vic was like, nah, 60-40. Tommy was like, okay. That's probably what he wanted anyway. So then Vic asked Tommy, you gonna kill Claudia? So Tommy was like, that'll be too easy. I'm gonna make her suffer. He was like, is that gonna be a problem? And Vic was like, no. So Vic ain't tell Tommy about Claudia trying to kill him. We're trying to get him killed. So then we get to seeing Claudia and Vic. They sit down to hear Walter's will. And apparently Walter left everything to Vic. Didn't leave Claudia nothing. I guess he knew in the end she was going to be the one to set his ass up and get him killed. So he knew in the end who to get the money to. I mean, even though Vic was in on it. Also, he probably just left it to Vic because Vic the man, you know. That old school shit. So Tommy, he comes home, finds JP drunk on the couch, and tries to, like, ask him what's wrong and all that. And I'm like, nigga, what you mean what's wrong? You just sent his son away. He was just getting to know. But anyways, you know, JP rambling about how when D-Mac was born, he felt disappointed because he knew he was gay already, and he promised himself if he ever got a second chance with D-Mac, he wasn't gonna do that. He wasn't gonna leave him again. So Tommy was like, well, we did the only thing we could. I mean, y'all did. They did. Only thing they could do was send his ass out West Bubblefuck. So JP going on about, I can't reach Kate. I can't seem to get in touch with her. You know, Kate relapsed last episode. So Tommy's like, consider it a blessing. So JP like, how could you just not care? Our mom is just missing. Tommy's like, this has been my whole life. Like, she been missing my whole childhood. What you mean? He tell her, don't worry. He told JP, don't worry, she'll pop up. He was like, he tells JP, you wanted to be in this family. This is what happens in this family. He was like, he just tells JP again, like, we did the right thing with D-Mac. So Claudia, she's still pissed about Walter leaving her nothing in the will. Apparently Dublin pulled out of the deal too. I mean, of course they did. All they men died. All they men died. And Vic turned in the end. I mean, he had no choice. I mean, he wasn't supposed to be there, but it was Claudia who made him, who ended up having him there because she didn't tell him about the time change. So it's just all fuckery. So of course Dublin was gonna pull out the deal, Claudia. And plus you're not a man. Like Doyle told you. He told you they wasn't gonna work with no woman. So Claudia tells Vic, like, I need the money more than you. So this one Vic was like, well, call it reparations for you trying to kill me. I was like, oh shit. I didn't think he was gonna tell her that he was on to her. So Claudia tried to play dumb. What are you talking about? I didn't try to kill you. Doyle tried to kill you. So Vic get all of Dad's territory, and man, they all mine. And I'm taking your security off of you. Claudia was like, I have the connections with the pills, though. So this is when Vic was like, I don't need your connection no more. I'm working with CBI and Tommy now. He was like, you dead to me, Claudia. She was like, you know Tommy will come for me. Vic was like, well, you better get ready. I was like, that's crazy. So Diamond, he finds Janard nodded off the heroin, wakes him up. He's like, you fucked up. He's like telling him, you fucked up. He's looking at the drugs like, is there any more of this shit? Started dumping it out. He's like, how am I supposed to convince Tommy to let you back in CBI and you out here on some junkie shit? Says Janard, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, bro. And Diamond's like, clean your shit up, nigga. So Claudia goes to Merkovich, and she tells him that Vic's working with Tommy and CBI now. And she was like, and they cutting into our territory too. She's like, I'm also gonna need some of your bodyguards. She made sure to put that in there too. And Merkovich was like, you better be worth it, because he feel like she the only person that ain't betrayed him yet. So he like, yeah, I give you some bodyguards. Like this pills, your connect better be worth it. So Maria, she gets home, and Miguel, he like urgently trying to get her to asking him to give him his insulin because he diabetic, and she do his medicine for him because she a nurse. So Maria come in, she pissed about what he did to Dr. Kendall, so she like, why'd you do it? So Miguel like, what are you talking about? Oh no, he didn't even say what you talking about. He said, I did what needed to be done. He was like, you need to say you're welcome. So Maria was like, did you think about what this could do to my career? And that's when Miguel was like, what you do here for me is your career. He was like, all that other shit is bullshit. I was like, that's crazy. She a whole nurse. So he tells her that she need to grow up and stop pretending like she not like him. And I'm like, what that mean? Because even the grandma with the shit, so I'm like, what that mean? She like you? So Maria like, I'm not like you. And Miguel, he pleading for Maria to give him the shot, the insulin shot. She's like, you need me, I don't need you. So she was like, stay the fuck out of my business and do it yourself. She throws the medicine, not throws it, but like shoves it down at him. She tries to walk out. And then the grandma come in, heifer. She come in, stop her. Talking about some help your brother. And Maria's like, he's your monster, says that to the grandma. She like, but he's your brother. Maria yanks away and walks off. She like, you do it. So I thought that Diamond was training Lil Leon at Shanti's gym. It was just like full circle. So Diamond, he finishing up training the little boy Leon. Pulls Shanti to the side. He's like, Jannar got a bad problem. Shanti was like, she already know. And Diamond was like, And she was like, yeah, I can spot it from a mile away. And Diamond was like, well, look, I'm trying to get him back in CBI. Because it would be good for him. So Shanti was like, so you can make that happen. And Diamond was like, he gonna have to get clean for me to convince Tommy, because it's gonna be a hard sell. Yeah, so he tells Shanti, I might need your help. So this when Shanti tells Diamond, if y'all let Jannar back in CBI, I'll give y'all my territory, and I'll give y'all, what was it called? Garfield Park territory. And she'll get Jannar straight off the shit. So Diamond was like, all right, bet. So Diamond, he drops Leon off at his house. Him and his, Diamond and Leon's mom flirting a little bit. Because he like, you in shape for real. He tell her she in shape or something like that. So then Leon's father comes home. He like, who the fuck is this nigga? That shit gave me Zatima vibes. The same type of shit happened on Zatima. But, if you know. I don't review that show, though, but... Yeah, so, so he come on, who the fuck is this nigga? Leon's mom's trying to explain who Diamond is. Leon's dad like, I don't give a fuck who he is. Like, ain't no other nigga gonna be teaching my son how to do shit. So then he walks over, snatches the cup out of Diamond's hand. Diamond don't want no problems because he on parole. But what he on? I don't know. Probation or something. PO. I ain't see the PO in a little while. Yeah, so Diamond just courteously leaves. Even though Leon's dad was talking big shit. It was crazy. He was like, yeah, nigga. Did you can see when niggas grit their teeth and that bone pop out right there, you can tell they angry. We saw that in Diamond. So then we get this girl, Elise, who is a friend of Claudia's. She apparently came to check on Claudia after hearing about Walter. And they talking about the good old days and how Elise ended up giving Claudia the name Cloudy. I don't even remember what the story was about, but they talk about that. So basically, Elise just asking Claudia how things have been, and Claudia was like, for a moment, it was game changing, you know, with the Dahlia. She don't say that specifically, but she was like, but it didn't work out. So Elise was like, I'm taking you out, girl. I'm taking you out. Strip club. So Tommy meets up with Diamond, starts telling him about the deal with Vic. Diamond not really feeling fucking with a Flynn, you know. He think all of them racist because Walter was. So Tommy was like, you know, Vic know better. If he tries something, I'm gonna kill him. I'm like, it ain't even that, nigga. Like, about to have an informant and a junkie working with you. So Tommy's like, it's time to expand. And Diamond's like, we're gonna need more baddies. And I was thinking right before he said this, he was like, we're gonna need more baddies. I was in my head like, that's the perfect segue for him to talk about Jannard. And right when he said we're gonna need more baddies, he was like, well, I want to bring Jannard back in. The time was like, oh hell nah, I'm not with that. So Diamond's like, man, Jannard's family. And I was like, that's crazy that y'all would be willing to allow Jannard back in, but you wanted him to kill his own nephew, and you think he killed his own nephew. So Tommy's like, nah, man, he tried to kill both of us. So Diamond was like, well, if we bring Jannard back in, we get Shanti's turf and we get Garfield Park. And Tommy was like, well, you should have led with that. That's all that nigga care about is the money. He was like, you should have led with that. He was like, where's Jannard's head at, though? Diamond was telling Tommy, like, Jannard good. Like, he ready to handle business. And I paid off his debts to Miguel. Yeah, so he tells him that. Tommy was like, if he fuck up one time, he's dead. Diamond was like, I'm good with that. You ain't about to let that nigga kill your baby brother. You was not about to let that happen. So then Diamond tells Tommy about Milkovich not accepting Jannard's debt. Payment of Jannard's debt. So Tommy was like, I'm gonna sit down and talk to Milkovich. So then Tommy asks Diamond, is there anything else I need to know about Jannard? Diamond was like, nah, good. So he ain't know that nigga a junkie. So Elise and Claudia, they arrive at this strip club. They show the little arrival scene that we get back to in a minute. Because then we get this scene with Shanti. She wakes up Jannard, he all angry and shit. No, she wakes him up angry. Yeah, she waking him up angry. Because he all high and sleep. So he start calling her beautiful, like, you so beautiful. Look at your mouth. Da, da, da. So she like, I know you took my necklace. So she points at the drugs, like, this what you used it for? This what you got it with? So Jannard get it. Nobody stole your cheap ass necklace. When he said cheap, that immediately made me think, okay, he must didn't get as much drugs as he thought he was gonna get for her necklace, so that's why he called it cheap. Cause like, nigga. Yeah, so Shanti was like, she was like, my man wouldn't steal from me unless he on some shit. So Jannard get that, relax, you gonna blow my high. Like, don't even care no more. So Shanti gets to smacking him a couple times. Smack, smack, smack. He like, what the fuck? Oh, shit. It was just like so bad, the acting part. That part was just like, no. He was like, oh, shit. So she like, she told him like, Diamond could get you back in CBI, but you gotta, what do you say? You gotta get clean. And it starts now. So she's like, so can you beat it? She was like, you got to pick between me or the drugs. So Gennaro, he started sobbing and hugging on Shanti. I'm just like, that shit ain't going. They want this nigga in right now. Shit moving now. It don't take a day to get clean, nigga. But then we go back to the strip club with Elise and Claudia. Elise gets a private dance. Tells Claudia, I want you to watch. Claudia comes back there. So the stripper starts feeding Elise like a pill. I don't know if it's ecstasy, Molly. I don't know what it was. And then Claudia starts to notice all the other strippers feeding other customers and stuff like pills. So the stripper that's dancing with Elise, she notices that Claudia's not paying attention. She's too busy noticing all everybody else getting fed pills and shit. So she go over and start dancing on Claudia. So Claudia whisper in her ear like, where you guys get the pills from? So the stripper immediately stopped dancing, turn around, hold up. You a cop. You a cop. So Claudia takes the stripper's fingers and puts it in her pussy and is like, ah. I guess that's supposed to prove she's not a cop. Some cops do weird shit like that. So the stripper tells Claudia, we go get the pills ourselves off the streets. I got weed on my lip. She was like, yeah, cause the customers can't bring anything in. Damn. I got endless weed on my lip. Yeah, so Claudia was like, well, I can get you guys double what you making right now. So Claudia, she feel like she done found herself a lick. So Tommy and Vic, they meet up. Tommy like, we should have been moving product. We should have been moving product together. This shit booming. So Vic tells Tommy like, it's way more spots to move product in than just that club we just came from. Like I can get us moving in 10 more spots today and all that, just like it. So Tommy was like, yeah, I got to talk to Merkovich first before we start stepping on toes or anything like that. So Vic was like, oh yeah, I want to be there for that. So Tommy was like, man, Diamond to handle it. So then he gives Vic a burner phone. And he like, you only contact me on this. So Tommy, he get in his car. He looking at his phone, wondering why Murray ain't texting back. He talking about to himself, like wondering what he did wrong and shit. Like, what did I do? Because she just left the car dealership without saying anything. So Tommy pulls off, and Vic runs over to the little undercover cop that was watching them the whole time. He's like, you trying to get me killed? And the dude was like, man, this the deal. You knew what the deal was. You just going to have to trust that I know what I'm doing. Because they going to follow your ass regardless. All them ashes just fell on my shirt. So much weed on my lip. Sheesh. So, Leon and his dad, they walk in. I be talking with my hands a lot when I ain't smoking. So, Leon and his dad, they walking in. Diamond, he watching from a distance. So, the dad asking them, like, how you let people take your stuff? Like, why you scared to stick up for yourself? This, that, and the third. And the dad snatches Leon's, like, comic book from him. He was like, you want it back? You take it from me. Take it from me. Diamond in the car getting mad. Because like he told Leon, he reminded him of himself. So Leon's dad said he's smacking him in the body with the comic book. He don't like, hit me. I ain't raised no faggot. Da, 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 da. So Leon just looking down. He's just like, why you hate me so much? And I was just like, oh my God, that's so sad. I was like, it was so sad. And Dad was like, you'll know if I hate you. He's like, I'm trying to make you a man. Like, you better toughen up or people gonna keep taking your shit all your life. And I'm just like, I mean, He's right, but he's wrong. Like, yeah, stick up for yourself, but you being a bully at the same time. And you supposed to be his father. You supposed to be his hero. So then he throws Leon's comic book in the yard and then locks Leon out the house. I was just like, that's so. And this boy is so inspirational. He stood up at that protest against gun violence. And then you gotta worry about your father. So Claudia, she meets up with Denard again. So she telling him about this new venture. I got this strip club venture. I want us to work together. We split everything 50-50. Oh, excuse me. I'll supply the product and you supply the you'll be you'll handle distro. So Jannar was like, well, not too long ago, the roles was reversed when I was trying to work with your ass. And what you say to me? You said my hands was full. He was like, so now I'm back working with CBI, so now my hands are full. And Claudia was like, oh, wow, okay, good luck with that. So it was like a role reverse. They keep coming to each other and like turning each other down. So Tommy meets up with Merkovich. He tell him like, I know you planning something. I know you planning to make a move because you didn't accept that money from Diamond. He was like, whatever you planning, it's a bad idea. He tells Merkovich this. So Merkovich was like, well, I can't allow you to come to the north. He tells Tommy this. Tommy was like, well, Walter was washing pills and we're going to be pushing powder and you was never over there anyway, so why does it even affect you? So Merkovich gets mad. He bangs the table like, I don't trust you, Tommy. He calls Tommy a pirate. He was like, you're a fucking pirate. He was like, you don't respect boundaries. He's like, I don't want you nowhere near my border. So Tommy says, like the song, you can't always get what you want. He's like, we coming for the north. Man, I dare you to try to stop us. I was like, oh shit, it's war. It's war, Tommy. Think Merkovich playing with you? So then we get to seeing Leon's daddy outside with some chick. They snorting lines and all kissy, filly, whatever. Out back of her job because she like, oh, I gotta go back into work. Probably out back at strip club or something. So the girl leaves. Diamond walks up on Leon's dad, chokes his ass up, tells him to leave his son and his girl alone, his baby mother alone. So Leon's dad, he started talking shit, and Diamond still choking him up. He telling him, leave him alone or I kill you. And you know we're gonna put it. You know Diamond to do it. You know he'd do it. He just smoked somebody. Who was it he smoked? He just smoked somebody. I can't remember. So then we get this saying, apparently they letting us know Claudia's bi. Because the girl Elise, they sitting down talking. She's like, are you upset that your dad's dead? Claudia's like, nope. She was like, I'd rather have nothing to deal with him. I was like, sheesh. So Elise was like, who's taking over Walter's empire? Claudia was like, it should be me, but Dublin just used me. And I'm just like, girl, they didn't use you because Doyle told you what it was from the jump. So why do you keep saying that? She's like, and Vic betrayed me. And I was like, after you betrayed him. Like, come on, what are you talking about here? Like, you set him up to get killed first. Like, tell this girl the story, girl. So Elise was like, well, Walter wasn't the problem. It's that they'll never let a woman take over. I was like, yes, that's just what it is. So I don't even know why Claudia keeps talking about Dublin did this, Vic did this. So Claudia get to, after all the horrible things that men have done to me, like my father, what she say? I'm so lucky to have you in my life. She's like, I never felt as safe as I have with you. And I'm like, who is this random chick she talking about? Like, what? We just meeting this chick. You talking about something I never felt as safe with? Like, who is this chick? Asking all these questions, too. So Claudia gets she gets I might be at the bottom right now, but for the first time, I feel free to do things on my own. That's one thing she is. So then her and Claudia and Elise start kissing. So I was like, so she was more of an ex than an old friend, probably. So Claudia was like, well, can we take it slow? Elise was like, yes, we can go at your speed. So Tommy, Diamond, and Jannar, they meet up, and it looked like they at Diamond's barber shop. And I'm just like, is that smart? With the PO snooping around, coming whenever he want? But either way. So Diamond, you trying to get them both amped up about the expansion, bringing CBI back together, yada, yada, yada. And it's like, if we can see Jannar as scratching and doing this shit and all that, then I know Tommy can see this shit. Come on. So Tommy tells Jannar, like, you got one more strike and you done. So Jannar was like, yeah, things got out of hand with me and Diamond, but I wasn't thinking straight, but I see how you move and I respect it. He's like, I respect your hustle. He apologizes. He was like, I apologize. He puts his hand out for some dap. Tommy daps him up, was like, yeah, I know family can make you do some crazy shit. So then Diamond and Jannar, they hug. Diamond like, welcome back to the family. They hug. And Tommy notices something off with Jannar. He gonna know. He gonna find out. So Tommy pops up at on Maria at the hospital, and he like, I want to know why you brushed me off. Like, what did I do? So they go in the room or whatever. And she asks him like, what happened? He asks him like, what happened? So she tells him what Miguel did to Dr. Kendall. She's like, he broke his hands because he thought he put his hands on me because he thought Dr. Kendall put his hands on me. And Tommy was like, well, good, did he? And Maria was like, no, that's not the point. So Tommy was like, well, what that got to do with me? So Maria was like, well, what you think he gonna do to you if he find out about us? She was like, I can't be responsible for something happening to you. I can't do this no more. Da da da. You know. Tommy was like, look, I appreciate your concern, but I'm a big boy. I can handle myself. You already playing with your man Miguel's mind already. You know, already worked this nigga out of his product. Trust me, Tommy can handle himself. But he is playing in hot water dealing with this girl. So then Tommy he gets a call. He was like, we ain't done with this conversation. Tells Murray, I'll be back. So the call was that the Serbs pulled up. Now my lips is dry, so they got some chapstick. The Serbs pulled up to the Crimson Projects and let off. And they also burned some apartments up too. They had like some guns that shot fire. Or flame throwers. I don't know what they was. So they shooting, you know, niggas there shooting back too. And what was so fucked up, this nigga Big Smurf, he gonna grab some random innocent teen and use him as a human shield. I was so pissed off about that. And he still got his dumb ass shot, and I was glad he got shot after that. I'm mad he made it, because I was like, that was fucked up. His ass should have died. Because he just grabbed this random dude that was listening to his headphones. He didn't hear the gunshots. He grabbed him and used him as a human shield. I was like, that was so fucked up. So then, you know, they go back to the hospital. And Maria's nurse friend, she's like, oh my God, I can't believe what happened to Dr. Kendall. So she was like, are you guys still a thing? And Maria was like, no. She was like, we're not together no more. So Maria was like, is it because of the guy you was, the girl was like, is it because of the guy you was texting? And Maria was like, no. She's like, that's not a thing anymore either. Talking about Tommy. So then they started to get jam-packed with all the gunshot victims from the Crimson Projects. And I was like, it's crazy how we seeing the shooting, the gangs shooting at each other and all that, and then we see the aftermath in the perspective of Maria at the hospital. I thought that was crazy. And then Maria, she sees Big Smurf on the gurney, and she like, was Tommy with you? Where's Tommy? Big Smurf, he don't say nothing. He too in pain and agony. So the fire department, the police station, fire police department, all of them, they out there attending to the scene and attending to the wounded and all that. Diamond and Tommy out there, there's crowds of people out there, they in the crowd. They not standing together, of course. Then Tommy gets a text from Merkovich saying, this is what the north side look like if you step 1 foot up here. I was just like crazy. So Vic meets up with Stacy. Man, she like, what do you have for me, Vic? She's like, what you got for me? So this nigga Vic gets I got my man tailing Claudia's. I know she's working with the Serbs. Stacy was like, and I was just like, before Stacy could even say anything, I was in my head like, this bitch don't care about Claudia. She don't care about Claudia. Get that through your head, Vic. That's why I'm not understanding what's your whole point here. You gonna have to, if you want revenge against Claudia, you got to do that yourself. I mean, working with Tommy, I guess, but you taking down Tommy too. I don't understand it, but she don't care about Claudia, bruh. So Stacy gets I don't give a fuck about Claudia. She was like, did you get Tommy's phone number? So Vic was like, no. So Stacy was like, you think you can outsmart me? You think I'm playing with you? So Vic was like, no. So Stacy was like, well, if you want full immunity, you better give me what the fuck I need. So Maria, she comes knocking at the next scene, Maria, she comes knocking at, banging at Tommy's door. Tommy opens the door like, she comes barging in like, why weren't you answering your phone? And I was like, oh, the roles reversed now, because he was just coming at your job. Like, why you wasn't responding? Like, what'd I do? But Tommy was like, I'm sorry, I was just about to text you. Maria was like, I thought you were dead. And Tommy was like, calm down, I'm right here, I'm good. So Maria falls into Tommy's arms. I thought I lost you for a minute. Tommy's like, I ain't going nowhere. Maria was like, I want you, Tommy, right now. I was like, super cringe. Then we get Vic drunk ass. Every time he get drunk, he want to sit down and talk to Gloria. He like, I finally made Walter pay. And then he tells her like, it's something I gotta do that I don't want to do, because Tommy did try to save us. That's why I'm like, what are you doing then? He's like, but I think to really be free, I'll have to take Tommy down. Then they go back to Tommy and Maria's sex scene. I was like, I would have rather seen Vic keep talking to fake Gloria. Like, I was like, we ain't need that sex scene. They were just trying to give us something. So Gennard goes to Shanti all amped up. I'm back in CBI. So Shanti was like, good. They don't even know what just hit him. So I was like, oh, okay. So Gennard was like, oh. He was like, hold up. Tommy wasn't even that happy about me coming back. So Shanti was like, who gives a fuck? So Gennard was like, well, man, we gotta watch Tommy, because he ain't gonna make it easy for us. And Shanti was like, I don't care. Like, this white boy think he can just come in here and turn our shit upside down. This our city. So that's when Gennard was like, well, you know, Diamond riding with Tommy and Don, and what do you say? And Tommy got Diamond's ear. So Shanti was like, man, you better show your brother who's boss and who the man. She's like, you need to make shit happen or I'm out. So Jannar was like, relax, I got you. Shanti was like, nah, man, we gotta set this nigga straight. Talking about Tommy. And Jannar was like, yeah, we do. Yeah, you know what? We need to put a bullet in him. So that's when Shanti was like, oh, yeah, but when the time is right. And I was like, what did you want? Do you want to kill him now, or what do you want to do? So she get to tired of all these white people stealing our shit. She's like, we're going to get real close to him. We're going to help him build CBI back up. And then when shit get right where we need it to be, we're going to take everything from him. And Jannar was looking scared, like, oh, this bitch crazy. It is what it is. I mean, I feel where she coming from, but it's like we like Tommy because it's his show, of course, it's his spinoff, and we rooting for Tommy, but I understand where she coming from. Like, this white boy came and, like, turned shit up, got all these motherfuckers doing all types of wild shit, beefing, shootouts, territories, and all that. So I get where she coming from. But it's like, she a little fish. She ain't even up there with the big dogs to be trying to feel the way she, I mean, I get it, but she feel too entitled like Chewie and Lil K did. But I get where they coming from at the same time, though. But it's like, we want to like Tommy because it's his spinoff. So then we get this final scene. Tommy ass is hallucinating. He done woke up from him and Maria smashing. And he's seeing Holly and he hearing her. She right there in front of him. And she holding a baby bump. Because remember, Holly was pregnant when Tommy killed her. I can't remember if he knew when he killed her or not. So Holly gets to talking. She's like, Mariah's not like me, Tommy. You should think this through because everything you touch, you destroy. And Tommy, he gets on his knees and starts begging, like, Holly, forgive me. Please forgive me. I never meant to hurt you. Start rubbing her belly. And Holly was like, you'll hurt her too. And gestures to Maria, who's sleeping. Tommy's like, no, you don't know, but I'm different now. Holly was like, you can't have both worlds. And Tommy was like, I have to because I think I love her. Talking about Maria. And I was like, nigga, you just met her. And that's how it went off. And I was just like, nigga, you just met her. How about you think you love her? I think I love her. Nigga, you don't love me. You don't love me. But that's how it went off. And like I said, I graded it on like I say a B- because Merkovich stood on shit. And yeah, predictions for episodes to come. I don't know. I say Claudia just deal with the Serbs and the club and the strip club, and she'd be good. She got her little lesbian lover. She good. She's starting from the bottom. She should be good. But you know, Tommy's still gonna come for her because of what she did to Liliana. So it is what it is. Like I said, he about to have. I mean, he working with us. He working with an informant. Vic, if you want that revenge on your sister, you're not gonna get it. You're just gonna get whatever this suffering is that Tommy said he's gonna give to her. Cause Stacy don't give a fuck about Claudia. Let's see if Jannar really gonna kick it. And what's Shanti business? What's she gonna do? And what happened to the broad that Diamond was smashing Kendra? Because now he's trying to talk to Leon's mother. And is Leon dad gonna really stay away? But yeah, those are my little predictions for episodes to come. Thanks for watching this review. And comment below what you thought of the review, what you thought of the episode, what you would grade the episode. If I forgot anything, all that good stuff, comment below. Like this review and subscribe to my channel because I don't only review this show. I review other shows as well. Like I said, I just reviewed Baddies East on Zeus Network. So yeah, I will see y'all in the next review. Peace.